We've had a strong magnitude 5.6 earthquake striking south of Baja, California in Mexico, on the west coast of Mexico, south of California, and in the area of the San Andreas. And we know, of course, this is the subduction zone, and the Pacific plate subducting underneath the North American plate. As you see here, the Baja region is full of magma, and that's the magma, as we see from the map here, that goes like a Y shape. It goes under the San Andreas fault, under the Walker Lane fault system, which has the high threat volcanoes of California. And the eastern part goes under Nevada, up Salt Lake City, into Yellowstone supervolcano, and then turns west under the Idaho volcanic field. And we know that, of course, the west coast is very, very earthquake prone, and a lot of geological changes. Let's take a look at what's happening in Mexico, and all of you there, please be very careful, because we do have magnitude 4 and 5 earthquakes now taking place around the west coast. Kindly support my Patreon account, since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Okay, this is it right here. And let's remember that we did have the radiation coming from our solar CME, even though it was small. On July 3rd, it was hitting this area of the North Pacific. And July 4th today, and happy 4th of July to all of you, with peace and health for all. And today, the radiation was around this area here. So the west coast was in that area. Let's see if I still have it here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, this is today's radiation. And here we have the west coast of North America right there. Yesterday was over the Pacific over here. Today it's over the Atlantic. But this is the area, of course, anyway, it's a subduction area. Now, going back to our map, this is it right here. And even though it's, of course, what is it, about 1,000 miles down from the Mexico-US border, still it's in the range of where we have our fault lines. Right there, you can see that goes into the San Andreas fault. Okay, right there, that's it right there. That's it right there. And this is where the magma is as well. The magma, as we said before, splitting into under the area San Andreas, under the area Walker Lane fault system, where we have the volcanoes, and then the eastern part of the arm going this way through Nevada. All of this, of course, is volcanic territory. Nevada, Salt Lake City, which is there, and Yellowstone, then turning into Idaho. You can even see Idaho, that beautiful, beautiful area of lava flow right there. Where is it? There it is. Look at that lava flow. It's like it was done yesterday. Look how clean and pristine that looks. Look at that. That's lava flow. It's not a lake. And this is Yellowstone Lake and Hebgen Lake right there. This is the Yellowstone caldera right there. And this is Salt Lake City, Salt Lake. And we know we have something like 16 volcanoes north and south of this area in Utah. Anyway, this is our area of the earthquake right there. And the intensity, unfortunately, USGS stops the block there. But that's the intensity of it, and if you just extend the frequency of the intensity, I don't know, maybe it went all the way up here. The thing is that it's good that we're having, good. I mean, it's good that energy is being released, but let's see what's happening here. Okay, the tectonics, located atop 3 large tectonic plates, and it's moving very fast, about 50 millimeters a year. Mexico is one of the world's most seismically active regions, Relative motion of these crustal plates causes frequent earthquakes and occasional volcanic eruptions. We know we have the Popocatépetl volcano and the Colima volcano. Most of the Mexican landmass on the westward moving North Plate, the Pacific Ocean floor south of Mexico being carried northeastward this way by the underlying Cocos Plate. Because oceanic crust is relatively dense, when the Pacific Ocean floor encounters the lighter continental crust of the Mexican landmass, the ocean floor is subducted beneath the North American plate, creeping the deep Middle American trench along Mexico's southern coast. Also, as a result of this convergence, the westward moving Mexico landmass is slowed and crumpled, creating the mountain ranges of southern Mexico and earthquakes near Mexico's southern coast. And as the oceanic crust is pulled down, it melts, and the molten material then forced upward through weakness in the overlying continental crust. This process has created a region of volcanoes across south-central Mexico known as the Cordillera Neovolcanica. An area west of Gulf of California includes Mexico's Baja California Peninsula, moving northwestward in the Pacific plate at about 50 millimeters a year. That's pretty fast. Here the Pacific and North American plates grind past each other, creating the strike-slip faulting, the southern extension of California's San Andreas Fault. In the past, this relative plate motion pulled Baja California away from the coast, forming the Gulf of California, and is the cause of earthquakes in the Gulf of California region today. So, exactly, this is the area that we see that has created this pulling away of the Baja Peninsula, creating the Gulf here. And this is, of course, because of the San Andreas Fault. This is what's pulling the landmass away, right there. Okay, so this is exactly on that fault line, the San Andreas extension. And you know, earthquakes sometimes beget earthquakes. Now we're having around 3.7, and where's the one that we had today, the bigger one? Let's take it off. Take it off, and you'll see it. It was this one here around San Francisco, 3.7, okay? And these here, for the most part, are basically around Texas, are basically man-made because of the fracking. But this is, you know, almost a 4. We had a 3.9 the other day, 3.2, 3.5 around San Francisco. And what was it here? 3.0, and then 3.4 around Los Angeles. And this one here, I just hope the energy doesn't go up. Okay, let's see what's happening. We know that Alaska had a lot of earthquakes. There we go. The blue is the past day, and the red is the past hour. So all of you there on the West Coast, please be very careful. This one as well for magnitude, and the Canadian quakes, as you can see. Just because the map doesn't show earthquakes in Canada doesn't mean that Canada doesn't have it. They have a lot of quakes. Even in Quebec, where I used to live in Montreal, that one was about 3 years. Yeah, right. So, and there you see the west coast of Canada as well. So all of you there, please be very careful. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.